The small rules in the life of the disciple. Idea for contemplation. 5th of December 2000. Translated by Ruah Ezekiel. Narrated by Daniel King. I will give 16 rules. First rule. The disciple is occupied only with the good. What they think, what they do, what they plan, what they contrive. This is the measure. The disciple is occupied only with the good. Second rule. The disciple is free when nothing is diverting them from their way. They do not allow a profession, intimate relationships to divert them. They may allow them, but they must not interfere with their freedom, with their internal growth. Third rule. When the disciple is passing through a heavy place, the matter is of a heavy suffering, misfortune, something approaching, because misfortunes cast their shadow in advance for their disciples. They aim totally only towards what is most essential, another important rule. Fourth rule. The Master says the disciples of the universal brotherhood are souls, not men and women. Fifth rule. A disciple who knows God within themselves finds their Master. Sixth rule. The disciple solves the most difficult questions in absolute silence. They do not go to ask, to say, "Help me." That is also acceptable. That is also reasonable. But I am saying what is the most reasonable. Seventh rule. Ordinary people study everything which is of use to them, from which they can benefit, and the disciple studies the secret of the way. Eighth rule. The disciple distinguishes the secondary things and knows that they form the diversion from the way. Ninth rule. The disciple knows that true understanding comes from love and not through methods, techniques, and musings. 10th rule. The disciple knows that whoever observes the sacred, truth protects them, and whoever does not observe the sacred, truth destroys them, i.e., harmony destroys them, good destroys them, because they show their other face. Truth shows its strict face, and the person cannot withstand it. It is not a matter of the devil or some other beings. Here truth is working. 11th rule. The disciple knows that only the one who lives within love easily solves all their questions. This is a measure. So there is a lightness, regardless of whether the trial is big, complicated, deep, etc. 12th rule. The disciple knows that love is something spiritual and divine, and that in love there is never any separation. 13th rule. The disciple keeps their thought high and always elevated above earthly things, above earthly problems and matters. 14th rule. The disciple always has the cooperation of the invisible world. 15th rule. The laws and rules of the disciple are always written within them, and the Master says, on the outside they have no written laws. Rules are written internally. Everyone must know when they have to be noble and act nobly. No constitution is needed, no Bible, nothing. The soul simply knows. One has to be a little absorbed, to be a little awake, even if they are not very awake. With a little awakeness, they will still know. 16th rule. The disciple listens to the Spirit, not the spirits, not astral beings. The disciple is not a medium. Mediums listen to everything, and they become foolish. They listen to all kinds of voices. Even from the churches, people came to me to ask me, is it God that is talking to them, or is it the devil? They cannot discern anything. Eleazar Harash.